When you have a locker room that you've won championships together, you've pursued championships together, Richard, I'm going to start with you here. When you hear something like what Ohm just said, how do you move forward as a team?
Hey, you play basketball. You play basketball. You get the money, you play basketball. Everybody's going to have a different opinion. I want to go back. I believe it was Artis Gilmore. And he got the trade deadline used to be on Christmas Day. And I believe he was in Chicago. He was a beloved player. And I think when all of that happened on Christmas Day, the NBA moved it up. They moved it later so that it wouldn't be on that day. Now, I'll say this. I do agree with Steve, and I'm going to be very cautious with my words because I respect him so much. He has been, a mentor to me in certain sense. But I think it is a little cowardice, in my opinion, to say we should move it to the deadline so we don't have to talk to these players, or we can get. Yes, there's a portion where I believe also it should be at the deadline, but I also believe that you should have to look these players in their faces. When players have to sign, when they buy a house, when someone just had a baby and you're trading them, don't make it at the All-Star break so you can trade them in secret, right? Or you can trade them without having to have them in the organization or in the arena or in the gym. That's part of it. Do I agree that there should be a little bit more time so players can actually adjust their lives and not have to get on a plane? Yes, we would all like everything to be comfortable and perfect. But at the end of the day, all of us, I've been traded. UD was fortunate enough he wasn't traded. Perk has been traded. I'm not even sure about Chiney's situation. But at the end of the day, for me, it's you win a championship, you move on. I saw Shaq get traded to Miami right after he went to the NBA Finals and won 3 championships with the Lakers, and I saw him get traded. Now, it wasn't at the deadline, but to make this well, we should no. If you want to move it to All-Star break, but some of that is so that organizations don't have to look players in their eyes when they do that, so they don't have to do it. We saw Harrison Barnes get traded. He was on the bench, and it said he was traded while he was sitting there. So it was on the ticker on the screen, and he didn't even know yet. So this is a part of the game. It's the good with the bad. This part is one of the toughest parts of the industry, but let's not all of a sudden make it so we don't have to have this conversation, because if it was during the trade deadline, that would be a phone call. Hey, I'm just letting you know you got traded, versus him being in the locker room and it being an emotional moment. So for me, they're trying to hide from the emotion, the teams and owners are. That's what they're trying to hide from, and having this being done during the All-Star break. Do I see a benefit to it? Yes, but I also see a side of it where they're trying to hide from the parts that are most difficult for the players.